Okay, this is the homework check for optional bonus Wednesday for the level 3 group, quarter 4, week 5. Let's start with writing this number in word form and expanded form. So in word form, this number is pronounced 320-8, and spelling does count, and you do need to have your hyphen there. Remember, in little word parts between 21 and 99, even if it's a part of a bigger number, we have to get in the hyphens. Okay, in expanded form, the 3 is worth 300, the 2 is worth 20, and the 8 is just worth 8 ones, just 8. In a field, there are 589 daisies and 485 dandelions. How many flowers are there all together? We just need to add those up all together. 9 and 5 is 14, 8 and 8 is 16, plus 1 is 17. And now we really have 5 and 5, so that's 10. So there are 1,074 flowers is our label. I've been noticing on our tests, some people are leaving off the labels here lately. Need to make sure you get those in there. 7 times 7 is 49. On our 12s, we can write them vertically, and even if we don't have them memorized, we can figure them out. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So 9 times 12 is 108. 6 and 7, they're best friends. They have that high jump contest, and it's 42. 7 times 4, 7's a fireman, slides down the fire pole, but he gets there too late, 28. And the 2 6s in the desert, they are very thirsty 6s, which sounds like 36. Draw a shape with 2 sets of parallel sides and no right angles. So we could do, here's 2 sets of parallel sides, no right angles. And this one is a rhombus. I'm going to get fancy and put the names of them in there too. We could also do one where all the sides are not equal, but we still have 2 sets of parallel sides. We would just call that a parallelogram. And that is the definition of a parallelogram. So a rhombus is a parallelogram with all equal sides. Compare the fractions using greater than, less than, or equal to. So we're going to do a third on the top. 3 equal pieces, just eyeballing that because it's an odd number. But 8 is even. We must split it down the middle. We need 4 on each side. And I know that we first have 2 and then we half those. I've got 4 there now. And 4 on this side. The top one I only get to color in 1/3. And the bottom one, just 1 also. Now it's clear to see that 1/3 is greater than 1/8. Okay, now this is the preferred way of solving these elapsed time problems, is to use just a blank line, because even if you're taking a big test, you can draw that on your scratch paper and work it out. Lewis took 2 hours and 20 minutes to complete his yard work. He finished at 1:15 p.m. What time did he start his yard work? So we're going to be going backwards today. And we know he finished at 1:15. So I'm going to start all the way over here at 1:15 p.m. And it took him 2 hours and 20 minutes. So we're going to do jumps. The first jump backwards, let's do an hour jump backwards. So from 1:15 backwards an hour, that takes us to 12:15. And that's still p.m. But now let's go back another hour. And that would get us to 11:15. And since we're on the other side of noon now, we switch back to a.m. So that's gotten us 2 hours backwards. 2 hours backward. Now we need to go back 20 minutes. So if I go backwards just 15 minutes here, let's do that first. That would get us to 11 a.m. And now all that's left is 5 more minutes backwards. So that's our hour now. It's not going to be 11 anymore. It's going to be 10. And it's 5 minutes from the 11 o'clock hour. So if you go backwards just 5 minutes, that puts you to 55 on your minutes. And it's still a.m. So the final answer, when did he start? He started at 10:55 a.m. Final answer. All right, find the perimeter of the rectangle. So we're going to do perimeter rim, a rim around the outside. Going to take a walk. I'm going to go ahead and label the sides that aren't labeled. We're going to start right here and go all the way around, adding up. So first leg of that trip was 9 centimeters, then 4, then 9, then 4, and we're back to where we started. Now we need to add all this up. So if we do 9 and 4, that's 13, and 9 and 4 is 13, and 13 and 13 is 26, and it's centimeters. And it's just a linear or a line measurement. Take walking around the whole fence there. But now we're going to do area. Area equals length times width. Let me go up here and label this P equals for perimeter. So length times width, we know we've got 9 times 4. That would equal 36, and we're going to do centimeters squared because area is measured in squares. Okay, now we're going to do a line plot. We've talked about this. This is the first time we will have created one. We've got to take this data that's in this table and transfer it over. So you have 14 small stickers on your desk. The chart below tells you the length of each sticker. Create a line plot to show the lengths of all the stickers. So on the 1/4 inch, notice I say quarter because it takes 4 quarters to make $1. And anything split into 4 equal pieces, you can call it a quarter of that thing. A quarter of a pizza, a quarter of a pie, a quarter of a clock face, a quarter of a basketball game. So here we go. The 1/4 inch ones are 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got to do 4 X's, all the same size. This ends up to be similar to a bar graph. The 1/2 inch ones, though, we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see it's a little bit taller. The 3/4 inch ones, we only have 2. And the 1 inch ones, we have 4 again. So it's going to match the 1/4 inch stickers. So if you say here's 4 here, here's 4 over here. And then we can answer all kinds of questions about our line plot, and we'll do that in class. And that's it for today.